Why would Jinchi intentionally hurt himself? What was his reasoning behind it? How did Mao Mao react? Here's everything you need to know about the aftermath of that scene. Spoilers ahead, as this comes from light novel 8 and 9, which is ahead of the anime and manga. I talked about this in my previous video, but what happened? Jinchi invites Mao Mao, the Emperor, and the Empress together in a room. And he tells the Emperor that should something happen to the Crown Prince, it would be Jinchi who is urged to take the throne, and he does not want that. He then asks the Emperor to give him a name, meaning that he would leave the royal line and would serve under the Emperor. And the Emperor punches him because he suggests this. But Jinchi, of course, escalates the situation and brands Empress Gyoko's symbol on his side, saying that he will not be a threat to her or her children. So why? Why would Jinchi do this? There's actually a few reasons why he did this. First, let's talk about Mao Mao. How did Mao Mao react to all of this? First, she called him a masochist, and then she began hiding objects in the room he could potentially hurt himself with, like knives. Once the Emperor and Empress leave, Mao Mao is left to care for Jinchi, something that she will have to do from now on. So how does Mao Mao feel? We learn in the prologue that Mao Mao is very angry. She asked Jinchi, do you think I would be anything but angry to be put in this position? And then Mao Mao gets nose to nose with Jinchi, and she says, what you're doing is tyranny, Master Jinchi. A damn dirty trick meant to tell everyone else about what you want. You don't care about anyone else. You don't care about yourself. And what you did was self-centered and masochistic. And so deeply exasperating that I don't even know what to say to you, Jinchi. And Jinchi gives her a look like, well, obviously you do. Mao Mao begins to rationalize, and she's like, okay, Jinchi has been forced to live with a lot of crazy things. So just seeing him listen to her makes her not want to yell at him. And she thinks to herself, he's a rational person. He doesn't get carried away with his emotions. If he's done this is something that he's thought through, and this is his conclusion. So why would Jinchi do this in the first place? He has a few reasons. Let's start off with Mao Mao. Mao Mao in the previous light novel stated to herself in a thought that what she fears is Empress Gyokyo. And this is a way for Jinchi to make himself not an enemy of Gyokyo, therefore a way to get Mao Mao. Another reason behind this, of course, is the same reason that he's always had. Jinchi does not want the throne. He wants to be free of the throne. Additionally, this gave him access to something else that he wants desperately in the series, Mao Mao, because now she has to be his medical attendant. We also learn in the next light novel that Jinchi said that the Emperor was probably going to marry him off because Gyokyo's niece is coming into the palace, and because the Emperor cannot marry her, they were gonna make him marry her. He knows that had he not done something extreme, the Emperor would eventually just make him marry someone. For these reasons, Jinchi had to take extreme measures to try and get out of the throne, but all it got him was the Emperor's consideration.